Hello? Hello? All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Nicole, and today we are going to discuss a very important topic because it has always been part of our health, and it is one of the major areas of health that most of us are concerned about. And this is about sweeteners. Sweeteners have been part of our lives. We mix it in our food, in almost every food we eat you'll find a sweetener. Um, but you know, the bad thing that sweetener does to your body is that, especially sugar, if you were into the table sugars are refined, and it has no vitamins or minerals. It contains purely calories coming from carbohydrates because it's fully refined. And having too much of these sugar will cause bad health effects on your body, such as you will gain weight, your blood glucose levels will go up, you will age fast, and you are prone to other diseases in relation to overeating of too much sweets. So today we're going to discuss what you can do to avoid having major problems because of eating sweets, how you can cope with sugar addiction, and what are the things that you can replace it with. So I'll be giving you some suggestions in this PowerPoint. You'll be seeing different types of sweeteners that you could use. These are substitutes. These are healthy alternative for sugar because they're rich in vitamins and minerals, and it is purely healthy. So, but make sure that the brand that you are using whenever you decided to be healthier and use alternative sweetener, I suggest that before you take anything, you make a research first about the brand, how they do how they make the product, um, because you don't want to take something that is full of chemicals, which is the fact of many products in the shelves today. So today we're going to discuss alternatives to sugar, and I hope you will enjoy this PowerPoint. Um, the first in our list is agave sweetener. It is created from agave plant, and agave plant is where we get our favorite tequila from. And agave plant is very nutritious. This syrup is like a caramel, has a caramel texture and taste. So the taste varies by the color. So the stronger the color, the stronger the aftertaste. But the aftertaste is really good. It just is not that distinctive. So which makes it perfect for a coffee and juice. It's gonna give you some distinctive taste though, but it's not that strong, and for some reason it rhymes with most of the drinks. um, so you can use this as a sweetener in every drink that you want, as long as you are comfortable with the aftertaste of agave sweetener, then this is a perfect sugar for you. But you have to take agave into moderation, because agave is actually is does have more calories than sugar. And for that reason, definitely if you have diabetes, eating too much agave sweetener is a no-no for you. So something that you need to remember, it has higher calories than sugar. But what makes it a better sweetener than sugar, than table sugar? It is 25% sweeter, so it is possible for you to use less, but get the sweetness that you love by using less. And agave nectar contains probiotics. We all know for a fact that probiotics are good for digestion. So in order for you to have good digestion, you need to have more good bacteria in your tummy. So this is one of the good source of those good bacteria, and it's very nutritious and very rich and really good for your drinks. It does make sense because it is where we get our tequila from, right? So let's go with the next alternative sweetener we have on the list, and that will be honey syrup sweetener. This kitchen staple offers a concentrated dose of antioxidants and is apparently easy on the center and hips. What do you mean by easy on the center and hips? So, unlike sugar, if you eat too much, what's going to happen is your body will store the excessive sugar as fat, and those fat accumulate mostly in your belly and in your legs. So if you were a woman, these are very unsightly. So the good thing about honey is it is very sweet. It is very sweet. However, it does not cause you accumulate fat in your belly and in your legs. So it is a perfect sweetener for those who are trying to lose weight. However, you need to take honey into moderation. You need to watch the amounts of the amount you are taking, because it does contain calorie and it does have glucose. It's just that it is very nutritious, full of antioxidants, which is responsible for making us young looking, and his vitamins and minerals. So, and did you know that individuals who had about 10 teaspoons of honey every day per month noticed that their bad cholesterol level, dropped around 3.3% while maintaining or losing their weight. So yeah, it does make a perfect sweetener. About the taste, it does have a distinctive taste. I think all of these sweeteners, alternative sweeteners, will have distinctive taste because they are not refined. So it's up to you which one you can tolerate and which one you love. So it's up to you how you use them sparingly in your food, in your drinks, depending on the use you want to use them with. Um, the next sugar in our list will be blackstrap molasses. Blackstrap molasses, just so you know, is one of my favorite beauty care product. What I do is I use this as a mask. I use this sometimes in my hair. uh, I noticed that, yeah, it's very sticky, but after you wash it, you'll notice that your hair is very shiny, your face is really glowing. It does make sense because blackstrap molasses is one of the natural sweeteners that contains most of essential vitamins and minerals. So a tablespoon of vicious molasses, it is a byproduct of sugarcane processing. So it came from sugarcane like table sugar, but the difference is it's not refined. So they able to contain all the vitamins and minerals you can get from sugarcane processing. And blackstrap molasses is rich in iron, and it is a perfect drink for women who are at the stage of premenopausal. So it is where it is the stage where you experience cramps and a lot of discomforts, and the blackstrap molasses appears to be a good remedy or a good tonic for that. And aside from iron, it contains vitamin B6, magnesium, calcium, and a lot of antioxidants than any other natural sweetener, as I said earlier. All right, let's go and move on to. And by the way, blackstrap molasses is very strong. It has a very distinctive taste. So it is not ideal sweetener for sugar and coffee. I mean, for coffee use, because it will outgrow the taste. But it is perfect for jams. You can use it in your dishes that need sweetness. It does give you this different taste in a positive way. So yeah, you can play around with it and how you use it, because this is natural and this is very nutritious. The next sugar in our list would be coconut sugar. Coconut sugar is one of the nearest sugar alternative to table sugar because it does taste like brown sugar but somewhat richer. But you can really bear the aftertaste, and it rhymes with most of our drinks and dishes. So this is one of the good sugar alternatives that you could use if you are not into aftertaste. Um, what coconut sugar special? It appears to be perfect for diabetic people because it does not spike up your blood glucose levels, because there was some research that it contains lower glycemic index, and yeah, basically it's very healthy. You get it from the coconut water and coconut palm, and you heat it. You put this in a process, and then until you form a granule. So that's where coconut sugar came from. And it's very nutritious. We all know for a fact that coconut is very nutritious. It has many health benefits. So coconut sugar, you are also getting the benefits that you can get out of coconut. And the good thing about that is it has lower glycemic index, which makes it good for people with diabetes. So the next sugar in our list will be barley malt syrup. So unsurprisingly, barley malt syrup has a barley taste or a malty taste, which makes this sweetener ideal for baking in bread. But it does not. It does make a poor choice for tea and coffee because it's very distinctive. It's very malty. But if you know how to use this with your food, or if you were baking, definitely it's gonna give you this special taste from malt, and which is really delicious for sweets, for desserts. I really love it. And it is similar to molasses. It's really rich, and it has strong aftertaste. And the same thing, it has lower glycemic index, which is good for people who have diabetes. All right, let's move forward to the next sweetener. Stevia herb sweetener. This is one of my favorite sweetener because it's really convenient to use. And so far, among these sugar alternatives that I recommended, stevia herb is has the most least, or this has the least aftertaste compared to all of these. It's really sweet. There was some research that it is 200% sweeter than sugar, so little stevia goes a long way. And it has been around for centuries already. Guarani tribes from Paraguay have been using this as their sweetener, as their medicine, part of their topical ointment, and a lot more. So they say that stevia herb sweetener has so many health benefits, and since this is becoming more popular in the market, many company um, produce their own stevia brands. So it could come to many forms, like liquid. It could be drops, dissolvable tablets, or other spoonable products, as well baking blends. And among these brands would be Sweet Leaf, Truvia, and Pure Via. So I just want to inform you that white powdered stevia does not give you the nutrients that from the leaves, because what they do is they put the extracts from stevia into a 40 plus process, and that 40 plus process will include bleaching, chemical processing, and fermentation and other stuff. They're going to mix these stevia extracts to other substances to make their product the texture much better. But if you were trying to live an organic or diet, I don't recommend refined powdered stevia. What I do recommend is get dried leaves. If you don't have time to plant your own stevia in your backyard or whatever, you don't have the time to dry it. Well, I suggest that you get it from a local farm that knows how to dry. They will give you dried leaves in a package, and what you can do is you can just grind it and use it as you please. And so, since stevia is gaining popularity in the market today, there are many controversies being put to it. So, stevia's reputation is being put to test. And let us find out which allegation is true and which is not. So, there are some rumors that stevia can cause cancer. This is definitely a myth. Same thing with infertility, because as you know, they just these are just what you call this, opinions, but there's no long-term research that could prove that opinion or that observation to be a fact. So, but a lot of tests conducted to animals to check if these animals will experience side effects and all that. And I'm happy to inform you that these animals who have taken high amounts of stevia didn't have any side effects and didn't show any symptoms of infertility and cancer. So this is definitely a myth. There is no proof and long-term research to prove that it could cause cancer or infertility. These are just opinions from scientists, but in order for you to prove it, you really need to make a long-term research, so I'm not gonna bite this one. Stevia can cause slight discomfort. Basically, taking high amounts of sugar will has is does something to your body, so it makes you become sugar dependent. So by the time you stop eating too much sugar, you feel that you lack energy, your teeth are stuttering, you're shaking, depression and all that. um, there are some reports that you could have nausea feeling, bloatedness, headache. So these are all part of withdrawing from sugar. But after a few days, after your body fully recovered to the amount of sugar that you're feeding it, everything goes back to normal. So the number the first fact here is that sugar withdrawal syndrome could actually um, could actually cause side effects. So it's not because you switch to stevia you're experiencing the side effects. No, it's because you were withdrawing from sugar. The reason for that is stevia doesn't have any calories, and though it's very sweet, it's 200% sweeter than sugar. It does not give you carbohydrates, so your your body's gonna adjust to that. But after a few days, as I said, these symptoms will be gone, and any possible side effects that you could get from stevia should be short term. Any prolonged symptoms, you and if you were taking, for example, you were taking Truvia, Truvia is a very chemically processed product. So no wonder that you might experience side effects from taking their product. So another fact here is the side effects that you might be experiencing from taking stevia is because of the brand that you were taking, probably because you were allergic to one of the substances there, or the chemicals included in their product taking its toll on you. um all right, so if you are part of the 2%, only 2% of the population has any allergies to stevia. So if you're part of the 2%, I'm so sorry to hear that, but you definitely need to talk to your nutritionist or to your doctor to check which is the best alternative sugar for you, because switching to a healthier sugar alternative or substitute will make a big impact on your lifestyle and in your health in the long run. Let's make a quick recap of this presentation. So we have discussed the best alternative sweeteners, and on that list we have agave, honey syrup, blackstrap molasses, coconut sugar, and barley malt syrup, and stevia herb sweetener. So all these substitute that we recommended does contain sugar except from stevia. Stevia is zero calorie sweetener. So if you are diabetic person and you are very strict on your sugar intake, I definitely recommend stevia for you because it's non-carbohydrate. Um, the responsible substance of making it sweet is the stevia side, and it's not because of glucose or fructose. So you need to avoid those substances, glucose and fructose. So stevia doesn't contain any of those, and it is perfect because stevia herb is reported to be beneficial for diabetics. It does not spike up blood sugar. It does make sense because it doesn't have calories at all or carbohydrate content. And stevia does help or alleviate high blood pressure. And it is full of vitamins and minerals. Same thing with other sugar alternatives here. So if you were not, if you were just changing your lifestyle into something healthier, you might want to consider some of these alternatives that we recommended on this presentation. But for me, I'm using stevia. It is my number one sugar replacement sweetener, and it's perfect for my coffee and juice, and it's really convenient. I'm using dry leaves version because I am sure that I'm taking the real stevia. It's not chemically processed, and it's organic. But you need to make sure that the farm that you are getting your stevia from is using organic materials to produce good crops. And if you don't know one, if you don't know a local farm, you don't have time to plant. I recommend that you click on the link below my video. It's going to take you to the site where I get my supplies from. They're very reputable farms that dry stevia perfectly. Just so you need to learn the drying techniques, because if you over dry stevia, it's gonna affect the taste and somehow the nutrition of the leaves. So you just need to do it right. And I prefer dry leaves instead of raw because it is much easier to store and it has longer shell life for the winter. So I'm not gonna run out of stevia. So I buy a lot of stevia leaves, stock it, and whenever I'm using it, I will never run out because I'm using it as my appetite suppressant as well. If you are trying to lose weight, this is a sweetener that I recommend because it's zero free calorie, and it does satisfy your sweet cravings because it's 200% sweeter than sugar. At the same time, it does something. I'm sure that it does something that suppresses your appetite. So, if you are a heavy eater and you're trying to control your eating, then you can try using stevia. What I do is I use it as a tonic. I boil it. What I do is I boil water, and then I put dry leaf stevia there and I sip it. And it's pretty much simple. And sometimes I play around with it. Sometimes I add lemon. I mix it with tea. So, and it does suppress my appetite. So by the afternoon, I just eat what is enough, and I don't overeat anymore. And since it's gaining popularity, there are many controversies being put into it. So we just clarify that stevia should be side effects free. But if you're experiencing any side effects like nausea, headache, and all that, it should be short term. It's because probably you are experiencing sugar withdrawal syndrome, or you are allergic to the brand that you were using, especially if you were using refined powdered stevia. Alrighty. And what's our verdict? There are so many alternative sweeteners out there aside from the mentioned sweeteners here on this presentation. And it is your choice. It's actually your decision to make that change in your lifestyle. Sugar, using alternative sugar will definitely make a big impact on your health because there are a lot of disease because related to eating too much sugar. And what sugar does to your body, it makes you a junkie. You want to eat more and more and more and more until you cannot be satisfied with what you eat. So you definitely need to use a substitute, like what I mentioned here. And if you have diabetes, then stevia. I definitely recommend stevia for you. And what's a verdict? Stevia is fit and safe for human consumption, and eating healthy, switching to organic lifestyle will make you happier and wealthier. So because health is wealth, and that is a fact that we cannot change. All right. So I hope you'll learn something today out of this presentation. And if you want to know more about my videos, I'm sure I put up other topics related to stevia and other artificial sweeteners. What are the negative effects of artificial sweetener in your body? The benefits of stevia. What could be the possible side effects? And I'm gonna further discuss those topics on my other videos. So you might want to watch that out. And if you have questions or comments or something to share, just feel free to put a comment below, and I'll be happy to answer. And that's it. Let's build a community that helps each other. So feel free to put a comment below. Thank you very much for watching this video. And again, health is wealth, and stay healthy, guys. Okay? Thank you.